Hi, I'm Monica, and today I'll be telling you the story of Baby Duck and his love of honey. Baby Duck had found a jar of honey in his backyard. He took it and ate some and left some for later. He decided to bury the rest of his honey in the backyard of his house. Baby Duck knew if he left it out, someone would come and take it from him. The next day, Baby Duck came back and the honey was gone. He was more than a little mad. So he decided to go ask his friend, Mr. Bear, and his son. Both bears said they had not seen the jar of honey. Baby Duck wanted to ask two more of his friends because he didn't trust them all that much. So he asked Monkey and Tommy the cat, both which are his old-time friends, but loved honey just as much as he does, which is why he didn't trust them, even though both of them said they had not seen the honey. Baby Duck didn't believe them, so he went to his friend Officer Hops for help to figure out who took his honey. Officer Hops asked Baby Duck if the jar was still there. Baby Duck gave the officer the empty jar of honey, and she found pieces of hair that were on the jar. She took the evidence and brought it back to the police station to analyze the DNA of the hair. The DNA was amplified for two different VNTR loci and were on two separate gels to create DNA fingerprints. The police investigated the four suspects to see which one was the honey culprit. The honey culprit of this investigation is the individual whose DNA band matched the bands of the hair sample at both VNTR loci. Officer Hops first took a look at the victim, Baby Duck, to make sure the honey was taken by someone else and not Baby Duck himself. Looking at VNTR Locus 1, the bands of the victim do match the bands of the hair sample. But looking at VNTR Locus 2, the bands of the victim do not match the hair sample. Since the victim's bands only matched at one of the loci and not both, the victim is not the culprit. Now we investigate Suspect 1, Mr. Bear. Suspect 1's bands do not match the hair sample bands at Locus 1. But in Locus 2, Suspect 1 does match the hair samples. Suspect 1 could not be the culprit since the bands do not match at both loci. Now we investigate Suspect 2, Mr. Bear's son. Since Mr. Bear and his son are related by blood, the son's bands exactly match Mr. Bear's, and based on the bands, Suspect 2 cannot be the culprit of this investigation. Suspect 3 is the next one we'll investigate. Monkey's bands for VNTR Locus 1 and Locus 2 does not match the hair sample bands from the jar of honey, so Monkey cannot be the honey culprit. Lastly, we'll investigate Suspect 4, Tommy the cat. For both VNTR loci, Suspect 4 matched the hair samples from the jar of honey. From this evidence, Officer Hops found the honey culprit. From there, Baby Duck was able to make Tommy the cat confess and make him get more honey for him. Baby Duck thanked Officer Hops for the work she had done, and this case was solved. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.